I'm Ray Land from Fabulous Coach Lines in Branford, Florida, and I was asked to come and speak to you guys today to give you give you some ideas on some things that have worked for me to be successful. And I don't think that I have all the answers, and I don't think that everything that I'm going to say is right. And the economy has been down. Everybody's kind of got a rough attitude. Hey, I feel good. Da 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 da. I knew that I would. Da 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 da. I feel nice. Da 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 da. Like sugar and spice. So good.
So good.
So good.
So good.
I got you. Da 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 da. Hey, you guys. Are you guys interested in finding out about something that will make your life better? It will make you make more money, make more friends, be happier, enjoy life better. It makes it better at school, better at work, and better at play. Are you guys interested in hearing something like that? If so, give me a I feel good.
I feel good.
Oh, no. I feel good.
I feel good.
I feel so good.
I feel so good.
One more time. I feel so good.
I feel so good.
You know, I have a kind of a simple message today, and it's not a message that is going to rock anybody's world. It's not anything new that I made up, but I'm here to tell you guys about getting excited. Getting excited about what you're going to do right now, it makes everything better. It makes your day better. It makes my day better. You heard that guy at the beginning of the speech? That's not me. That's not anybody you want to know. That guy is down in the dumps. And we're not down in the dumps. We are ready to go. And now, I've been turning all this time with the mic off. That's okay. That's all right. Because we're excited to be alive, and that's the main thing right now. So, I just wanted to come out here and say, have you ever met somebody that said, when you said, how are you today? They said, okay. You say, hey, how are you today? They say, all right. You say, how are you today? And they say, getting by. Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that you're just getting by. They want to hear that you're doing great. When somebody asks you how you're doing today, say, I'm doing beautiful. Say, I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing today? Awesome. That's the perfect answer to that question. And the reason that's a good answer is because it sets the tone. Not only does it set the tone for that other person to react, but it sets the tone for you. Whenever you're doing awesome, whenever you say you're doing awesome, you start to live up to that expectation. And I don't know about you, but I want to be happy in this life. This is an important life. It's the only one that I have to live. So why not, when I come in the office in the morning, have a big smile on my face? Why not? Why would I be so sad to be alive? For goodness sake, the sun came up. That's good enough for me. Hey, it came up 365 days last year. I'm hoping it comes up 365 days this year. If it will just do that, the world has lived up to my expectations. So, I'm wondering now, how would you answer that question, how are you doing today?
Awesome.
Awesome. That's what I'm saying. Now, I like you guys' answer. And, enthusiasm can help you no matter what field you're in. And sometimes people say, well, what is enthusiasm? And enthusiasm isn't necessarily just being excited and talking loud and yelling. Enthusiasm is a much deeper thing. Enthusiasm is a passion, a zeal for life. And, people say, well, I have a job that maybe I really don't like that job, and it's hard for me to be enthusiastic about it. You can actually make yourself be enthusiastic. You say, well, how can I make myself be enthusiastic? My friend Dale Carnegie, and I'm a big fan of Dale Carnegie, says, act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. And I believe that. I don't believe that feeling necessarily causes action, but action causes feeling. So if you act enthusiastic, maybe you'll be enthusiastic. What if I told you this morning, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I didn't woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I woke up on the right side of the bed, but if I did, if you smile, laugh, enjoy life, cut up with people, have a good time, and make sure that whatever you're doing, you're making the very best of it. You can even make a tedious task like filing papers fun. Some people don't like to file papers. Filing papers is a noble task in my company, because if that paper gets in the wrong file, our whole company could be shut down because now we can't find that copy of the receipt for payment. What happens when the auditor comes and he finds us a huge fine because that paper was filed in the wrong file? Filing papers is a very important task. And so is washing dishes. So is washing dishes. Who here has ever seen a dirty plate? Oh no, that's shameful. Whoever was washing dishes didn't wash too good. So what I'm saying is, no matter if you're washing dishes, filing paper, or doing a much more nobler deed in some people's eyes, get enthusiastic about it. Get excited about it. But more than enthusiastic, set the tone of the day. Set the tone for the people that you're talking to. Whenever somebody asks you how you're doing, awesome, great, wonderful, fabulous, excellent, grand, I don't care what it is, blessed, you could be any of those things, or more. But wherever you're at, set the tone. You have that power. As a person, as a leader, the only things that you really have control over are your own actions. So why not let those actions be something that rubs off on other people in a good way? Who wants to walk in your company or your office or your school with a Debbie Downer face on and bring the place down? And people say, well, I don't necessarily like to sit by her because, she's always talking bad about people. Well, you know what? Don't talk bad about people. Talk good about people. Everybody loves you when you talk good about people. Get excited about that. Set the tone for your day. Recently, my company, Fabulous Coach Lounge, had the opportunity to drive Charlie Crist, the governor, around the state of Florida. When the charter made the schedule, I said, oh, Charlie Crist, I'm driving that trip. That'll be fun. And it was an amazing 3-day trip where we went Pensacola, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Palm Bay, Orlando, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, Sarasota, back to Tallahassee. It was crazy 3 days. And during the time that I was there, it was interesting to experience the kind of the momentum of Charlie Crist. And as our governor, he's a guy that is very upbeat. You see him in the mornings, and he's a nice guy. And is that a politician talking? Whatever. The guy's a nice guy from what I could tell, and I don't follow a lot of politics. What I'm saying is, great leaders, great people are excited about today. They're excited about tomorrow. They're not worrying about the past, and they are living life with a zeal. One of the things that you can also do is control your circumstances. The circumstance that is coming, don't let that bring you down. Set the circumstance. Let yourself be the circumstance. Does that make any sense? If so, would you give me I feel good?
I feel good.
What I'm saying is walk in the office with a big smile on your face and say, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Your hair looks great. You guys are awesome. Thanks. Keep up the good work. Hey, let's go, 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 go. Set that circumstance. And when you do that, people will most often react favorably. When I started Fabulous Coach Lines 7 years ago, I didn't really start it with the idea to make a lot of money. And trust me, I have not made a lot of money. But it has been a lot of fun. So one of my points that I like to mention is for this enthusiasm to work, you need to do something that you're passionate about. And you need to do something that not only that you enjoy, but you can also give your all to. Some of the new kind of 4-hour work weeks and stuff like that, they almost make your work be a secondary part of your life. Now for me, in the motor coach business, my business is my life. There's no other way that it could be. It's not a drop shipping business. It is a business that if it doesn't completely consume you and you're not completely happy with it, you're not really going to succeed. And a lot of the things that I see people getting involved in are things that are just like that. Unless you get completely, and I do mean completely, involved, you're not going to succeed in those things. And then, but the kicker to this is, if you do something you enjoy, it's not going to be hard work to get enthusiastic about it. For me, I love traveling. I love meeting new people. I love going new crazy places. And the motor coach business has taken me more places than I could ever imagine. The challenges that are constantly coming my way, they sometimes take me back. But when I get to the other side of them, and somehow we do, through enthusiasm and through getting excited about these things, through setting that pace, through setting that tone, we get to the other side of a challenge and it doesn't seem so bad after all. I want you guys to leave here. I'm your first presenter, so I thought this was a good speech to give, because I want you guys to get excited about something. And it doesn't necessarily matter to me necessarily what it is, as much as is it something that is going to make the world a better place. And you guys all want to make the world a better place. And you can do that in a lot of different ways. Sometimes I feel like, well, you know what, maybe I'm not doing such a noble task as others, doing motor coach transportation. But after you've driven 1,000 miles to Washington, D.C., toured these kids around, and every time you make another corner, they look out the window in awe of whatever is out there. Then you turn around, you drive overnight, you bring them all the way back to Jacksonville or wherever they're coming back to. You drop them off, they all jump off. Some of them say thank you, you help them with their luggage. Some of those kids never actually mentioned that I just drove them 1,000 miles overnight. Some of them don't. Some of them forget to mention that. Why? Because they're so excited to see their mom or their grandmother or their family member or their brother or their sister that's meeting them there. They go and they wrap their arms around them. And you know what's amazing is, for me, that is a time that it reminds me that what I'm really doing is actually a noble task in this world. I'm taking people to places that they've never been before, but better yet, I bring them back home to the people that they love. And even if they don't tell me thank you, I feel a certain amount of accomplishment for taking them back home to their families safely and giving them a great experience for a week. So I'm not saying that you necessarily... I'd like to leave you with the thought, because this is one thing that I'm a real big supporter of, and that is a smile. The value of a smile. A smile, and this is anonymous, it's one of my favorites. It costs nothing, but creates much. It enriches those that give without impoverishing those that receive. It happens in a flash, and the memory of it can sometimes last a lifetime. Yet it cannot be bought, begged, borrowed, or stolen, because it's of no earthly good to anyone until it's given away. So if in the rush of the day, some of your friends or colleagues become too tired to give you a smile, would you give them one of yours? Because nobody needs a smile so much as one that has none left to give. So you guys, hey, watch out, world. We're coming through.